And new research is shedding light on the health risks of e-cigarettes. The American Heart Association finds vaping may have long-term impacts on a user's heart and lungs, despite being marketed as an alternative to help you cut back on smoking. After looking at more than 300 research papers focused on vaping and e-cigarettes, doctors found the chemicals may hurt your heart, lungs, brain, blood vessels, gastrointestinal system, and other parts of your body. The AHA says more research is needed. ABC News contributor Dr. Alok Patel joins me now to break this all down for us. Dr. Patel, thanks for coming on. What does this study actually say about the impact of vaping on people's bodies?
Well, Dan, what this study is adding to is a large body of other studies saying that there are some known risks when you are inhaling things like these volatile organic compounds, heavy metals, flavorants, and the high doses of nicotine, and there's a lot we don't know. Now, we've been reporting for years about the direct effects on lungs and what nicotine can do to the body, but all these other chemicals can affect a lot of our organs, from our heart to our lungs to our immune system, and it's especially concerning in young people. If you look at 2017 to 2019, use doubled amongst young adolescents. And I will tell you anecdotally, I have a lot of teen patients who vape all the time. So it's really important that we put out these statements looking at vaping on its own and not just the marketing tool saying that it is quote unquote an alternative to cigarettes. We need to independently look at it and its long-term risk factors.
Now, vaping is often thought of as a safer alternative to smoking cigarettes. Is it?
You know, it's really difficult to make that one-to-one comparison, and the vaping industry does put that out. Now, I would say to anyone out there who's an adult and wants to try this as a way to quit cigarettes, it's important to talk to a healthcare professional and find the option that's right for you. But Diane, the big issue is that this marketing, especially as it's directed to teens, has led some people to believe that, hey, vaping is not that harmful. We simply know that, number one, that's not true. It's associated with a lot of different illnesses, and we don't have enough data, long-term data, to talk about what it could do with respect to cancer and other chronic illness.
And there are, I know, a lot of chemicals in a lot of these e-cigarettes and other vaping issues, but some of them also have more nicotine than regular cigarettes. Critics also say some of those vaping flavors make them more enticing, especially to kids and teens. So how hard is it to quit if you decide that's what you want to do, and what can people do if they're struggling to stop vaping?
It's incredibly difficult to quit, especially with those high levels of nicotine. And as you mentioned, the way these cartridges are designed to have those flavors and to feel a little bit smoother so they're not rougher, we see teens who are vaping continuously, who carry the pens with them and really don't feel any of the harsh effects because it's quote unquote smoother than a regular cigarette. People should look at vaping exactly as an addictive, dangerous tool and seek help if they're having trouble getting off of one. And this involves parents getting involved in the conversation, making sure they're having a judgment-free, open conversation with their teens and saying like, hey, here are the realities. But I'm talking a lot about teens, even in adults who are vaping a lot, they need to really look at it and say, this is not necessarily a safer alternative to cigarettes. This may be something that they need to quit as well, and that we need to have a broader conversation about with respect to smoke-free legislation and public health initiatives.
So important. Dr. Patel, great to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.